Alert.
CWF is live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm stuck here in the middle of nowhere, the darkness slithering to grapple to me. I look within to find the things that I don't always see.
Welcome to CWF Mid-Atlantic's Night of Grudge matchups. Brad Stutz and Cecil Time Waster Scott are in the booth for this 6-man tag team grudge match. And Cecil, it is truly a night of grudges between these 6 individuals. A lot of history and a lot of bad feelings between all 6.
Yeah, you have a grudge between the Killbillies and Smith and Weston that goes back several months, and one with Jimmy Parker and Ric Kandrack that only goes back a few weeks, but a grudge is a grudge, my man.
Smith and Weston, the second team in CWF history to defeat the Killbillies in a 2-on-2 tag team bout. They have done it several times, but the first of which was back in August at the finals night of the Johnny Weaver Cup tournament. Perhaps like no one else in CWF history, Smith and Weston seem to have had the Killbillies number.
That's right. At the time, we consider that a huge upset.
Killbillies and Parker wrestling a great matchup here. It is clear that Aric Andrews has got this team working together. He wants to leave with the W. Like you said, he wants to get out of the opening match. He wants to get back in the tag team title picture. He wants to get back in the top of the card. And right now, they're doing a great job working together. The tenacious Charlie Weston, though, may have just put a stop to it if Smith and Weston could put something together right now.
I may have tagged Ric Kandrack there if I'm Smith and Weston.
I know I would have. Next snap and the kick to the chest.
But what do I know?
The two regular partners. Oh, that was for him. Oh, big elbow drop. Cover. Only got 2.
This guy gets amazing elevation. You know, he's vain. He loves himself, but we can't deny what a great athlete he is.
And again, Charlie Weston, the assassin Ric Kandrack, not looking to help out this young rising generation league team here.
I will make a comparison you may or may not agree with Charlie Weston, but he reminds me a lot of Chase Dakota when he first came in. One of these guys, we knew he had talent, but he was very under the radar, and eventually just kind of broke away from the pack. I honestly kind of feel that Charlie Weston may be a year or 2 away from having that same kind of success.
Very interesting. You know, he had a great singles match back at the Rumble with Chris Lee for the Rising Generation League title. They've beat the Killbillies a couple of times now. Killbillies working together as a team here. What are we doing here? They're basically... Banks again is not taking this seriously enough.
But he got a face full of Evan Banks' knee on that.
He got it done, but Banks took a few seconds too long here, and that is the kind of attitude that will get these boys beat.
And I have to wonder with Aric Andrews, we've always said he's such an underrated wrestler, how he could be such a great... Oh, I was counting along in my head. I'm sorry.
He is still holding Weston up in that suplex.
The fans counting along.
I would slip in if I was Ric Kandrack or Smith Garrett.
Sorry, I had to pause my point so we could hear the fans counting up to 30.
That vertical suplex was practically a submission hold.
It was. I would have tapped out.
You'd have tapped out at 3 or 4.
Probably. I get dizzy really easily. But Aric Andrews, he's a single star everywhere else in the state. Maybe he's starting to think, hey, I wonder what I could do on my own. I don't want to put words in his mouth.
That's a great point. You know, Evan Banks still lives up in the mountains of Virginia, where the Killbillies manager Bobby O'Neill is currently snowed in up in the mountains of Virginia. A while back, Aric Andrews actually moved down here to North Carolina. He works a lot of dates as a singles wrestler. Maybe you're right. Maybe he's gotten a taste of that.
And holds a lot of singles titles in other promotions.
Triple dive? Are you crazy?
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Whoa! God almighty!
And where is Ric Kandrack?
Kandrack, if we can get a shot of it, Kandrack is up on in front of the stage at the entrance. If we can get a shot of Ric Kandrack, he is not helping his partners at all. There he is, good Lord.
Playing it smart. That's something that you only learn from being around the coach.
I was just about to say, the All-Stars, absolutely, positively, no unnecessary risks. And Kandrack is really showing that off here.
I just heard we got 5 minutes left in this time limit. They really need to go ahead and put something together. It took them a long time to mount any offense. Beautiful neck breaker. And Ric Kandrack, if I'm not mistaken, has even been legal in this match.
He came right in and clotheslined Aric Andrews pretty much out of his shoes. But that has been it for the Assassin.
Yeah, he has very much not gotten his hands dirty in this match.
Forearm smash in the corner. And a second one. Smith and Weston, the young team, working well together.
Superman punch.
Boom. Into the neck breaker. Good looking combination. Cover from Weston. Two. Only two.
I think if he would have gotten a deeper cover, he might have gotten something there.
Calling for Kandrack.
I get the feeling Kandrack only took this match just so he could have a chance at Jimmy Parker.
I don't even know if he wants to wrestle Jimmy Parker or just remind him that he beat him about 4 weeks ago at Battlecade. That was an aggressive tag if I've ever seen one.
I think he's trying to put this one to bed.
All power from Kandrack.
But if you recall back at Ultimate Survivor, Kandrack beat Aric Andrews within an inch of his life.
Yeah, these two, the final 2 men in the 8-on-8 Torneo Cibernetico. You can watch that match as well as 9 other great matches from 2013 in our Year in Review retrospective that is available now at ondemand.cwf247.com.
That was a slick segue.
Thank you. Andrews lasted 30-plus minutes against Kandrack.
It's like a lifetime.
Ooh.
And Kandrack is doing his best to go ahead and put this thing away. They have to be cognizant of that time limit.
Weston looking on as Smith Garrett drills him in the corner. These guys are finally working well as a trio after almost 12 minutes of match time here.
Yeah,
only got 2.
It took them a while to get going. And I really feel like they're going to try to do something to put this thing away.
Tag into Weston now. Smith and Weston trying to direct traffic here.
Oh, duck the line.
Andrews has got to make something happen here. Got it again. Tag into Evan Banks. Banks is legal and runs right in to Smith and Weston. Aric Andrews made it clear weeks ago that they need a win here, and Banks is going to try to make it happen here. Oh, there comes the Assassin.
Too much indecision.
Oh, God, backbreaker. Everything Kandrack does, it's with such passion and such impact. Parker and Kandrack squaring off now. Big knee. This thing is breaking down.
Oh, Parker kind of ruling the ring right now. He thought he got rid of Smith, but he's still in.
He was going for that big spear. Kandrack did not let him have it. Robbie Walsh has got to get 2 in and the other 4 out as Evan Banks is in bad shape in there.
Are we going to get a ray gun?
Uh-oh. Ray gun will finish it. No.
Cutter, no, stunner.
Big stunner. Kandrack goes down. Weston, big knee right to the solar plexus and the kidneys.
Man, a shot to the kidney. We got about a minute and a half.
Shoot him in. Here we go. Time is of the essence here for all 6 of these men. Smith and Weston working great as a team, but they haven't hit anything yet that will really end the match. Oh, he got the foot. Aric Andrews has got the foot. Banks has got to make something happen here. Is he going to go help his partner or what? No.
What in the world was Evan Banks doing?
He was trying to decide if he should help his partner or not. I don't know why that was a question. Oh, God, the headbutt. And he got him.
Major miscommunication on the Killbillies.
Look at the stare down between Parker and Kandrack. Kandrack defeated Parker at Battlecade, and he just reminded him of it. Well, it's the night of the grudges, but the grudge between Kandrack and Parker clearly is not over.
Keep my head in there. I'll keep my head in there. All right. You got this?
That's how you want to be?
Yeah.
Fuck. Do it your way. It always seems to work, doesn't it?
I'm going to do it my way. Let's go, Gibsonville!
Well, ladies and gentlemen of the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium, please welcome my guests at this time, the Dynasty! Ric Converse, the 6-time former Mid-Atlantic champion, Brad Attitude, the very first graduate of the CWF Mid-Atlantic Dojo. Tonight, the Dynasty versus the All-Stars all comes to a head in this final battle.
Right, Brad, it is the final battle. All these months, it's been the All-Stars against the Dynasty, and tonight, it all ends.
Turn on Brad.
We got Brad Attitude here in the corner. But Brad, I see you got the boots. You got the boots on. You're ready to throw down tonight if need be?
You know, even though I'm the Dennis Stamp of the CWF and I didn't get booked tonight, the thing is I'm ready for a fight. And I know you guys are the ones to bring it. So I know that the coach is back there and Roy and Ray and everybody's gonna get involved. I'm just here to have Ric's back all night long.
Well, now on the subject of that, with this being a one-on-one matchup, with all the All-Stars here, are you worried that this thing could get out of hand? Are you worried that this thing could get so crazy that we don't see a decisive winner in this final battle tonight?
No, there's no way it's going to be anything left in the air. We're going to finish it tonight. And as a matter of fact, since Brad Attitude's going to be in my corner, you know Walter Eaton's going to have the coach in his corner, probably going to have the rest of the All-Stars trying to get involved. Why don't we just go and make this a no-disqualification match? It ends tonight. The Dynasty reigns supreme. No excuses.
Well, you heard it from the Dynasty. Later tonight, the war between the two supergroups will end. No disqualification at Night of the Grudges.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next event tonight is scheduled for a singles action in the Ultra J division. One fall to 15-minute time limit.
Yeah! Oh, it's your RPO champ. I don't have my title on my vest. I don't even need it though. I got my belt. That's all that matters. And you
Stick to
something real funny.
Stick to 9. Let's stick to 9.
Ready?
The Ultra J Stars, high-flying, risk-taking, fast-moving, are on display right here at Night of the Grudge matches. The current Rising Generation League champion, Chet Sterling, taking on Lance Lude in this non-title bout. Of course, Lance Lude has been out of the Ultra J out of the RGL eligibility for a number of years now. The Rising Generation League for in-ring competitors with 3 years or less of professional experience. And Cecil Scott, have we ever had an RGL champion that shows as much promise, as much poise, as much confidence as Chet Sterling?
I would say no, not since Ultra Dragon 10 years ago. You know, Chet Sterling won the title in probably the best RGL title match we have ever seen.
That was back at Battlecade. Of course, that anniversary supercard featuring Shane Helms against Zane Dawson, Aric Royal against Trevor Lee, Andrew Everett against Chase Dakota, and so much more is available right now at ondemand.cwf247.com. All 30 live events from 2013 and many more from the archives are up. Less than $10 per event. Cheaper than a movie ticket, cheaper than it is to get in the door. But you want to be here, you want to see the action and hear the impact right here in the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium. We are here 30 times a year in Gibsonville, North Carolina, just outside of Greensboro, where we see some amazing wrestling just like this. That is all he got, Cecil Scott.
You can ask anybody that's ever been in this building. There is nothing like the atmosphere here in the Sportatorium.
Big chop from Lance Lude. This being the Night of the Grudge matches, a lot of history between these two. They were on opposite teams at Ultimate Survivor back in November. Oh! Big punch in the corner. And they were also on opposing teams 2 weeks ago at New Year's Knockout when Lance Lude and Cedric Alexander faced Chet Sterling and Trevor Lee in a hot, action-packed main event matchup at New Year's Knockout. That event, along with everything else that I've talked about, available at ondemand.cwf247.com. This is a really interesting singles matchup here.
Yeah, one that I've been looking forward to be honest.
Yeah, you've got the veteran Lance Lude, like you said. He was an RGL champion, 8 or 9 years ago against the current RGL champion, Lance Lude, battle-tested, has traveled the country, has wrestled for Ring of Honor and other notable promotions up and down the East Coast and beyond. Chet Sterling, in only his second year as a pro, has not gone far beyond the confines of the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium, but it seems like a matter of time for this kid. The way that he has been mentored by Trevor Lee in the aftermath and the way that he has taken to that mentoring, the maturation that he has gone through as a wrestler, it certainly seems like only a matter of time before Chet Sterling is someone that is getting looked at by promoters all over the country.
Absolutely. I don't think it's going to be long before that happens, and you can almost throw away that whole second-year wrestler tag.
Sunset flip, nope. Stomps him down.
This guy, he's got poise beyond his second year in the business.
Being mentored by Trevor Lee will do that. Cover from Sterling, only two. Being mentored by Trevor Lee will do that. Trevor Lee, who will face Andrew Everett on Saturday night, February 8th. 2 out of 3 falls for the Ultra J Championship, the main event of that huge Ultra J Showcase event that's coming up on Saturday night, February the 8th. And Trevor Lee has said it many times, 20 years old, but he wrestles like a 20-year vet. And to be mentored by Trevor Lee, I really think is one of the things that has really sped up the maturation of Chet Sterling and how fast he has matured as a wrestler.
I'll agree with that. I mean, it's one thing to learn from somebody like a Ric Converse or Nick Cyrus like he was before, but I think he relates more directly with someone like Trevor Lee and might be a little bit more willing to listen to him.
I think that's a great point. I think Converse and Nick Cyrus as much as they wanted to groom these kids. Oh, no!
He caught it.
Great veteran move! Woo!
You want to talk about a great veteran move.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Chet Sterling was one step ahead of the game, but Lance Lude was one step ahead of Chet Sterling.
Man, Lance Lude is so fast and so sudden.
Oh, God! The high-flying stars of the Ultra J will be on their very own showcase event, February 8th. Sterling, I almost said, was going to walk into that night with a victory here.
Man, I'm surprised he didn't get it there. Not selling Lance Lude short, but that had some stank on it.
Both of these amazing athletes will be in action Saturday night, February the 8th, when the stars of the Ultra J take center stage. CWF247.com has got all the important information about that card. Trevor Lee versus Andrew Everett. Huge six-man tag team action that will see the pioneers of the Ultra J and CWF Mid-Atlantic form a trio, and so much more that's scheduled on that huge night. All of the information is on CWF247.com, and one of these two men, Cecil, is going to go into that card with the momentum of a big victory tonight.
And Lance Lude already has a lot of momentum. Oh, high cross.
Got him great. 1, 2, only got 2.
Of course, Lude has that golden ticket. Won that epic match with Cedric Alexander.
Yeah, they were the last two falls in that golden ticket matchup.
What is Chet doing over here?
Lance Lude has got the right to schedule any match of his choice. Heads up.
Watch out.
Oh, God! Lance Lude took to the air!
And almost took out a couple of rows with him.
Talk about the veteran presence. I don't know if Lance Lude saw that he had that title belt cradled or not, but he took to the air with reckless abandon either way.
Well, he had to get him back in the ring. Oh!
Well, Sterling's got the belt. Rookie referee Wesley Crusher needs to do something here. Swing got nothing. Up. Christo's
got it.
He's got him locked. This rookie referee, Wesley Crusher, is in great position to see the tap. Belt never got used, so it's no disqualification on that.
I think we're going to get a tap out.
He's cranking on it, and he beat him. Lance Lude heads into the Ultra J Showcase with a huge, huge victory. You do not want to miss the incredible junior heavyweight extravaganza coming Saturday night, February 8th.
7 minutes and 1 second. Your winner by submission, Lance Lude. Ladies and gentlemen, this is tag team title gauntlet action. Please welcome your champion, Grudge and
Not waiting on anything. The Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions, Rage in the Machine, say they will defend the belts against 3 teams tonight in a gauntlet match. Rudy Lewis and MC123 having the unfortunate task of being the first team here. Now, the way this matchup will work, the winner of the fall stays. So in theory, hypothetically, Rage in the Machine could lose the belts in this first fall. If that were the case, Rudy Lewis and MC123 would then defend the belts, for lack of a better word, against the second team in the gauntlet. Team number 3 in the gauntlet will face the winner of that match. So there will be 3 tag team championship matches right here at Night of the Grudges, back to back to back. The winner stays. The loser, back to the showers.
If this guy wins the tag team titles, I'm quitting the business forever.
I'm not sure if MC123 uses the showers, but we'll see.
I'm not so sure he spent a lot of time coming up with his name.
Or gear. Mecha is abusing this kid in the center of the ring.
He's like a container of Tang.
Well, the Rising Generation League, represented a little bit better by Chet Sterling than by these guys. Nevertheless, they have got a huge opportunity here to be tag team champions. But what a mountain they'll have to climb to get there.
You know, not for nothing, I still hate Rudy Lewis's guts.
Popular opinion by a lot of... No, everybody loves Rudy except you. You're just a big old grumpy bear.
I tried to break his legs one time.
Like Rob McBride broke your ankle that time?
That was an accident.
440-pound splash in the corner.
Sliding death?
Uh-oh, boom on the sliding D. Mecha in position. Whammy!
Get these guys out of here.
Fall number 1 is over. Team number 2 is on deck.
Who do we got?
Who's it gonna be?
1 minute, 51 seconds. Please welcome team number 3, Tyson and Bobby Wolford.
They're going to have a challenge here.
Wolford slides right in, going right after McAllister, takes the man down. That's exactly what you've got to do. You've got to get the jump on the champions. We have seen in a very short time how well the champs work together as a team. Wolford is a house of fire. He is going to wear McAllister out here.
He's wearing me out.
Woo! That's exactly what you've got to do. If these champions have a weakness, it is stamina. Cover! New champs! No!
No, if you push the pace on them, they will tire out. And I don't mean that to disrespect them. It's just that they have such a forward, in-your-face style. Oh, we got the machine gun chops in the corner.
Wolford and Tyson, first-time teaming. We heard earlier in this week at ondemand.cwf247.com that Bobby Wolford was going to try out a new tag team partner tonight. Ty Tyson, the man that is filling that role here, teaming with Bobby Wolford. And, you know, Cecil, you can attest to this. You've been a wrestler for a number of years. What a break it is for these two guys to get a title opportunity their very first time teaming.
Yeah, title opportunities don't grow on trees, so to get one in your first match teaming together is big.
I'm going to ask you this. Have the champions overstepped their bounds here? Have the champions been too cocky in laying down this challenge? Could they get upset tonight, their first night defending the belts?
Well, when you steamroll Kamikaze Kid and leave out in a minute and a half, you can tend to get a little overconfident. Beautiful belly to belly. Maybe they looked at Chase Dakota and saw the success he's having.
McAllister slipping out here. McAllister really does not know what to make of this brand new tag team.
You know, and this is their first time teaming together, but these are two experienced tag team wrestlers, if not with each other.
Absolutely. Wolford and Devin Dalton were the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions years ago as Semper Ferocious.
And I always point out, Ty Tyson was actually Trevor Lee's first tag team partner many years ago.
Absolutely the case.
When he was a young pup, as it were.
Mecha.
And these are just two bad dudes.
Yeah, Mecha now in control of things.
No, Bobby Wolford and Ty Tyson is two bad dudes. You know, they're not going to be a pushover.
No, not at all. Tyson, a ferocious competitor, tough.
And very athletic.
Good-looking tag team, I got to tell you, so far.
Oh, he slipped.
Oh, and Mecha capitalizes. We have seen Mecha grow from a puppy with big paws, a big guy that didn't really know what to do with his size and strength, into a monster with veteran presence. And Cecil, we just saw that veteran presence here tonight. Like you said, Tyson slipped and Mecha took advantage of it.
That's the difference. From when I teamed with Mecha, he needed direction, he needed purpose. Now he knows how to go, make his own directions. Like you said, he is a veteran now.
Tyson and Wolfert trying to make the most of this golden opportunity here.
Went high on that clothesline.
Inverted DDT, no, neck breaker.
McAllister tried to get out of it.
Did not quite make it though. Crowd here is on their feet for this brand new tag team. What if we see the upset? Cecil Scott, how many years were you an in-ring competitor without ever winning a championship here in CWF Mid-Atlantic? And these guys have got a huge opportunity to walk out with the tag team titles here at their first night as a team.
That would be all of my years.
Both men are down here. What's gonna happen? Tagging to Wolfert, he's gotta get to Mecha. He did not make it. Bridges past and he drop kicks the big man.
Smart move.
What a great team we are seeing here. McAllister's down and he's got nobody to tag.
And this might be a one and done title reign for this tag team.
Oh gosh.
Going for the Death Valley driver?
Could be the TKO. He's got him up there, making him think about it. Sets him, drops him down. Cover, new champs, no sir.
And just because our boy Nick Minewood loves it so much, the state of Robbie Walsh's hair.
Ducks the line, does Wolfert. Big drop kick, so hard to take this big man off his feet. 440 pounds, it's near impossible sometimes to take this big man off his feet.
But he's going low, that's what you gotta do. Wolfert has those hard kicks.
Shoots him off here, whoa! Rebounds, big shot!
And he didn't go down.
No, he's not gonna go down. It takes a mighty blow to knock this big man down. Choke slam, flings him all the way into the buckle.
No, self-preservation there, got the feet up.
2 feet in the face, Wolfert going to the top rope here. This is unusual for Bobby Wolfert. Drop kick, took the man down. Mecha goes all the way out to the floor. This is a big chance here. Bobby's got to make something of it. He celebrates it. No, McAllister slips in. With the tights, McAllister wins it.
Oh my God.
Schoolboy from Chris Lee. 2. Oh my God, they just won the belts.
No, he kicked.
Mecha is down on the floor. Mecha is down on the floor. This is it. Cover. 2. McAllister is by himself. In all the months that Mecha and McAllister have been steamrolling over everybody, there has never been a situation like this where McAllister was captured by himself. The bravado of these tag team champions, they may live to regret.
Oh! What a lift up into a splash, and this is it!
Woo!
And McAllister literally fighting for his life right now.
Chris Lee and Aaron Biggs doing everything right here. The 440-pounder is dazed on the floor.
And they've got a young, fast, hungry team in front of them.
Woo!
Man, what a hard elbow.
Aaron Biggs taking over on McAllister. 2.
And those kickouts from Michael McAllister are getting less and less authoritative every single time.
Mecha trying to climb up and he kicked him back down. If the challengers, team number 3, if they can keep Mecha on the outside, they'll have the best chance of anyone of winning this matchup. McAllister is tired. He's swinging in air. I don't think he realizes the big man's behind him.
Oh, goodness.
Plants him. Gosh almighty, he stuck him.
And a splash, this is it.
Big splash. 2, he kicks again.
What the hell?
Aaron Biggs going out to meet Mecha on the floor.
I need to cut you off. Richards
and Jason Miller are on the floor. They've got Aaron Biggs. We saw them cross paths at Battlecade. I think they just sent Aaron Biggs into the steel ring post.
Oh, black hole!
Mecha drills him with the black hole slam, sets the man up. He's still dazed. No, no.
Slide it down.
Chris Lee and Aaron had it. One. Oh my God, the champs have retained. With a huge assist from Jason Miller and Nick Richards, the champions have retained the belts 3 straight times.
Rage in the machine.
Oh God.
Please welcome your television champion, Chase Dakota!
Favorite part.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the television champion will now draw his challenger for tonight. I think there is anyone in the contract to CWF Mid-Atlantic.
Converse is behind.
Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger tonight is Brad Attitude!
Yeah, do some lights and stuff.
Well, Brad Attitude taping up. We spoke to him earlier in the night, and he said he was going to be here to watch Ric Converse's back. I think little did he know that if you're on the active roster, you could get called to duty at any time in this Chase Dakota television title drawing.
Hey, he got booked.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to practice on the trampoline to do it.
But he did anyway.
Play it again. Oh, he wasn't ready the first time. I got it.
Is he going to lose the gear?
Ladies and gentlemen, Brad Attitude!
Now he's ready.
That music gets you jacked up, you know. Well, this is certainly an interesting situation here. Chase Dakota, in recent weeks, we have seen him try to attach himself to Ric Converse. You know, he says, does Chase Dakota, that he and Ric Converse are best friends and have been friends for years. I've never heard that before. You were partners with Chase Dakota years ago. Do you know anything about this friendship between him and Ric Converse?
I mean, just because I didn't hear him talk about it doesn't mean, you know, they weren't BFFs the whole time. You know, I have no reason not to believe Chase Dakota.
I suppose that's true.
I think we just found out the truth.
Bell sounds. Brad Attitude called on deck here against Chase Dakota. For our fans that maybe this is their first time seeing and they have no idea what's going on, when Chase Dakota captured the television title back in October, he said that for the entirety of his title reign, he would defend against anyone on the roster. Dakota said that he has scratched and clawed for years and years, and that now that he's the champion, he will back down from no one. And to his credit, even though Dakota is not the most popular guy in the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium, to his credit, Dakota has backed down from no one, and he's defended the belt 2 people at a time, 3 people at a time. You know, this has been a fighting champion, clearly by the fact that he says he doesn't even want to know who he's facing. He will draw the opponent at random right before bell time. You see, the first person to find out who Chase Dakota is wrestling is our sound man, Randolph Hedrick and J-Mac. They got to play the music, and that's what tells everybody. So, realistically, I mean, anything can happen in these television title matches. We could see, you know, someone like Chris Lee, God bless him, who just got crushed by the Mecha Mercenary. If his name was drawn, you know, he's got a championship opportunity. And as we talked about in the last match, those championship opportunities, they do not grow on trees.
No, they don't. If you recall, even I had a crack at it at Ultimate Survivor, so it could literally be anybody.
Are you geared up under your clothes tonight in case your name got drawn again? Because, you know, theoretically, it's still in there. You could get called again.
I've got my gear under the table, actually. I was going to just disrobe and change in front of everybody.
Horrible visual. Horrible.
I get the people what they want.
You remember when Outlaw Ron Bass took the things and he cut British Beefcake and the big red X came on the screen? I promise you, if you take your pants off, Grant and I are going to put a big red X on the screen, just like when British Beefcake got sliced open by Outlaw Ron Bass.
But yes, you have to take the opportunity.
Now, if Adam Page wants to take his pants off, I mean, you never know. We would sell more DVDs then.
I think the most watched match I've ever had was with Adam Page, and not for the reasons I hoped it would be.
Chase Dakota being a little cautious here. You know, we've talked about how he'll fight anybody. This is an interesting matchup for Dakota because Attitude, you know, obviously he's still on the full-time roster here in CWF Mid-Atlantic, or else his name would not have been in that box, but he does not really wrestle a regular schedule at this point. Roll-up, could have got the 3 count there. No, Dakota trying to get that ankle picked.
Nice move.
Attitude does not wrestle a full-time regular schedule at this point. You know, he's here as a member of the Dynasty. He's been in several, you know, 2-on-2 tags, 3-on-3 tags, 8-man tags, 4-on-4, but I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, this is going to be the first one-on-one singles match that Brad Attitude has had in CWF Mid-Atlantic in about 13 months since Battlecade a year ago.
Right. It's been a while. I mean, his singles matches are few and far between, so I would suggest the conditioning might be on Chase Dakota's side in this.
Well, you know, we talked earlier tonight about the gang war that broke out last year between the All-Stars and the Dynasty. Who is CWF Mid-Atlantic's true supergroup? We will settle that issue later on tonight in the final battle. Cover here. Whoa, roll the shoulders over. We will settle that issue here later tonight in the final battle between the All-Stars and the Dynasty when 2 former Mid-Atlantic champions, Ric Converse and Walter Eaton, collide. But that gang war that broke out last year, you know, that's the main catalyst why Attitude has been in all these 6-man tags, 8-man tags, and the like, because, you know, his brothers in arms, so to speak, were under attack.
Yeah.
This is the first time in 13 months, like I said, that he's really had the chance to focus on a singles goal, on a singles opportunity.
Oh, nice move by Chase. But you're right, he's mostly been here as a favor to Ric Converse.
Cover from Dakota, only got 2.
You know, and Rick acted really kind of off-put and coy. I spoke to him at the last show. He did commentary on a match with me. He acted like he really didn't know what was going on, and I think that's a bad friend.
With Brad Attitude or with Chase Dakota?
With Chase Dakota. That's a bad friend. He acted like he didn't know what was going on.
Is he a bad friend, or maybe these guys aren't really buddies?
I think it's a bad friend. I think they're best friends.
Okay. Chase Dakota utilizing that middle rope.
Chase is a better friend than Ric Converse, though.
Even Chase wants Rick.
Well, he keeps wearing the shirt.
That's true.
It is a pretty slick shirt.
Charlotte Hornets are coming back, baby. Nobody's happier than Ric Converse.
I know. That's all he talks about. I say, hey, Rick, how do you feel about the match? And he's like, man, the Hornets next year. 5
minutes gone in this 10-minute television time limit. Now, I will point out, Chase Dakota has been a fighting champion. Just 2 weeks ago at New Year's Knockout, he defended the belt against 2 men when he drew the name of Coach Gemini, and Coach Gemini pretty much suckered him into also defending the belt against Roy Wilkins.
Yeah.
And Chase Dakota won that match. But in recent weeks, that match and the match at Battlecade against Andrew Everett, really, woo, good Lord, Attitude is fired Attitude looking to leave with the television title. Bam! Gorgeous neck breaker. Those two matches, the first time that we have really seen Chase Dakota try to utilize the 10-minute time limit. Oh. Ooh, knees up. Good move from Chase Dakota.
Man, he went for that tope con heel and he got the knees. We got a Lamahi Star cradle.
Got the shoulders cradle. Two. Only got two.
Yeah, we've seen Chase not really try to manipulate that time limit like former champions like a Roy Wilkins would have.
That's true, but in those last couple of weeks, we've seen him try to manipulate the time limit for the first time. And, you know, really, it's you know, the television title, for anyone that doesn't know, the reason why it's the Mid-Atlantic Television Championship is it's a tribute, more or less, to the days of regional television when the television champion would wrestle every week with a television time limit. You had an X amount of minutes to win the championship. Uh-oh, Berta Bulldog here. Attitude likes to drop the guy on his face, and the Bulldog did not get it. Dakota kicks Attitude right in the face. Cover, 1, 2, 2. Careful, Attitude is a known bleeder.
Yeah, I've heard and seen. But Chase, he never know when that kick is coming. He loves that kick to the face.
But the television title is a callback, a tribute to the old days where the Mid-Atlantic Television Champion would wrestle every week on television with a certain time limit. You had to race the clock to win the matchup, and that's what we do here at CWF Mid-Atlantic. It's a tribute to those days. Every single live event, the television title is defended. You've got that 10-minute time limit to defend the belt, and like we said, it's only been in the last couple of weeks that we have really seen Dakota start to try to utilize the time limit to his advantage. Could it be, Cecil Scott? I'm going to put you on the spot. Could it be that the wear and tear of champion, the pressures of champion, the grueling schedule that the champion has, could it be that that's finally starting to wear down Chase Dakota?
I don't know, maybe it's wearing him down so much physically, but everybody wants to be a tough guy to start with and have all these great ideas and great plans, say, hey, I'm going to fight anybody, but you have to get smart about it eventually, and I think that's what's happening with Chase Dakota. I think Andrew Everett really opened up his eyes.
I agree. He's wrestling smart now, laying on the man. Attitude, fighting out here. No, Dakota.
I just think Chase knows eventually he's going to end up finding a guy that comes through that curtain that maybe he can't out-wrestle or can't beat up.
We saw it right there. He hit the ropes, went to attack, saw that Attitude was still down, and said, hey, what am I breaking my neck to attack him for? I've got all night.
He went for the death note. Brad, he reversed out of it.
Into the ropes we go. Attitude looking for the win here. Big power slam. No! Dropped him. Knees first on the face. Great move from Brad Attitude. Cover. 1, 2. Woo! Almost a new champ. Referee Joey Hogan says it was only 2, but we almost saw a new champ right there, C-Bear.
Yes, we did. I haven't seen that move from Brad Attitude before. We got about a minute and a half left.
This has been a grueling matchup. They have not taken it easy. Ow!
He took a little too long.
Uh-oh.
And that's where that conditioning of Chase Dakota is going to...
Good God! Kick the man right in the head on the way down. Well, if we've seen Chase Dakota in action before, you know what's coming now.
That's right. The thirst is real.
I'll tell you right now, we got 1 minute. We got 1 minute left in the time limit. Do I dare say that Dakota is using this to kill time off the clock?
I can almost guarantee it.
Woo! Slapped him right in the face.
And everybody's wet.
C-Bear, you're a big basketball fan. Did we just see the clock play from Dakota to wear the clock out?
I think so, but I think he turned the ball over with 20 seconds to go.
Run off the top. Actually, it's 35. 35 left. Both men are down. First man to his feet is going to have a huge advantage. The first man up is going to have a huge advantage. Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium is calling for Brad Attitude to win the title right here.
And you heard 20 seconds.
Right hook. Somebody needs a big haymaker. Somebody needs a big KO here.
And if you're Chase, you just want to run out the clock.
Duck, Attitude, sunset flip. 2. Oh. And he rolls out. Dakota rolls out. 2 seconds. Oh. Chase Dakota rolls out and keeps right on walking. Chase Dakota rolls out and keeps right on walking.
With a 10-minute time limit draw, Chase Dakota retains the belt by rule.
10 minutes is gone. The fans here at the Sportatorium do not like it, but 10 minutes is gone. Wait, hold on. Hold on.
I'm Ric's best friend, so no.
Absolutely not to the 5 more minutes, says Chase Dakota.
Let him in!
This is Dirty Zane Dawson!
And then one of y'all say something, I'ma hit you. You think this is the only chain match? You think there's only one chain match? I'ma start hitting y'all with this. Come on, Zane! Huh? I dare somebody to say something. Knock you out after I'm done with him. You must think it's a game, I swear it ain't. You better have some little boy back there. Hey, you know me? I'm back, boy. Let's go.
Bell sounds and we are off and running. The winner of this bout will face the PWI International Heavyweight Champion Shane Helms on a future date. Ring of Honors, Adam Page, a former Mid-Atlantic champion in his own right, returning to the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium against Dirty Zane Dawson. And oh my God, it has started already, Cecil Scott.
And we've got a powder keg in this building right now. Zane has got this crowd worked into a frenzy as usual. What is that, a 25-pound chain he had?
Oh my God. Woo! Page firing away at Dawson.
And don't let Page's good looks fool you. He is as tough as they come.
Yeah, that's a great point. You know, a lot of people, they take a look at Adam Page and his long, luscious hair and his beautiful body and those silky thighs, and they think that this is just a pretty boy high flyer that can't really fight. I assure you, from Aaron's Creek, Virginia, born and raised on the farm, Adam Page is a scuffling country boy. He knows how to fight.
And sweet potato pie will shut his mouth.
Duck from Page. Page and Dawson in the corner, slugging it out here.
Yeah, I've been fighting Adam Page for years, and trust me, he is a tough dude.
Now, having said that, unquestionably he is. You've got to think a wrestling match favors Page.
And we saw from the start, he tried to turn it into a wrestling match. He went for the arm wringer, and we're going to have a dive.
Woo! Sliding drop kick. Zane Dawson goes into the second row.
Yeah, Zane came out looking for a fist fight, and Adam he immediately tried to turn it into a wrestling match.
A wrestling match will favor Page. You've got to believe that a fight will favor Dawson. But man, high stakes in this one. The winner will face Shane Helms for the PWI Championship in the future. So you've got to think that if he's got to throw down and fight, Adam Page will in fact throw down and fight with Dawson, and he may need to before this thing is over, because Dawson clearly did not come to wrestle. He came to fight.
Yeah, sometimes you have to fight at another man's level. You know, wrestling is all fine and good, but if you're trying not to get punched in the mouth.
Great move, athletic move from Page. No cover, he just drilled him in the face.
And seriously, who gave Zane Dawson this chain?
I'm pretty sure he just took that chain from someone.
I swear, you could pull a semi-truck with that thing.
Leg lock here from Page. He's got both legs tied up.
Looks like an Indian death lock.
Oh, look at the bridge. Look at that beautiful man bridging in the ring.
Do you need a moment?
Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies.
Well, we got the right market for an Adam Page match, apparently.
Hey, now.
That's a little too real.
Dawson slips out to the floor. Very, very rare that we see Zane Dawson retreat from anyone. Oh, boy.
No, he went low, and Adam Page, he got out of the way.
Oh, hard against the apron, the edge of the ring, the hardest part of the ring.
And Zane Dawson, he fancies himself as Brody incarnate. And I think that's very, very accurate.
Fancies himself. He might be Brody incarnate.
He might be the ghost of Brody.
Sends him hard into the hardest part of the ring again. You know, if you've never stepped in a wrestling ring, I love every now and then you run into somebody in a restaurant or something like that and they'll ask you how soft it is if there's a trampoline. Cover from Dawson only gets 2. If you've never stepped in a wrestling ring, it's built, the structure and the way that the support is there, it's built to absorb impact. It's built for that purpose. But Cecil Scott, you can attest, and anybody that's ever been in there can attest, it still hurts like a son of a gun.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the medical bills to prove it. It's not, I mean, it's meant to, it's kind of hard to explain.
It's meant to be able to withstand that beating, but it still hurts a lot.
Yes, but you got to remember, it is planks of wood with just a little bit of padding on top of it.
Steel to support it. I mean, it's a structure that's made to be as safe as possible for human beings that are throwing their bodies onto it at, 10, 20 miles an hour sometimes.
Think of it as like if you go to a Taekwondo tournament or an amateur wrestling tournament. There are mats and everything, but it still hurts like hell.
It's a great, great point. Dawson has got Page up in the bear hug. Page trying to fight out. First time we've seen Adam Page in a while here in CWF Mid-Atlantic. Former Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champion as one half of the Virginia Bombers and formerly the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion. He fought off in that title reign, the Goon Squad, the Aftermath. Adam Page beat a lot of people as Mid-Atlantic Champion.
It kind of came out of nowhere to win that title. Very unlikely champion. And I think the last time we saw him, he challenged Trevor Lee for the TV title back in 2012.
Page's career has really taken off in the last year. Signed a contract with Ring of Honor. Uh-oh.
We get a Tiger Driver?
Double underhook is going to be bad here. Drops him over the back.
That Tiger Driver would be too pretty for Zane Dawson.
I'm going to tell him you said that.
He'd much rather break the dude's back.
I'm going to tell him you called him ugly.
That is not, like you talk to Zane Dawson.
That's a good point. Anything more than let him in, I don't really want to say to him. Cover! He only gets 2.
You know how bad this dude is? It is like 10 degrees outside. He just hung out outside until we called for him.
With his chain. Can you imagine just pulling up to the building and there's Zane Dawson dragging that chain around looking like he just committed a murder in See No Evil 2?
Man, he's like the ghost of Christmas past.
For our fans that are watching us for the first time here, Zane Dawson was invited to CWF Mid-Atlantic over a year ago, and in a very short time, he pretty much spat on everything we stand for. Did not fight with honor, did not handle his loss to Aric Royal for the Mid-Atlantic title well, destroyed the lobby, wrecked the place, and said that he would tear CWF Mid-Atlantic down to the point that when Aric Royal, Shane Helms, and others have demanded matches with Dawson, we make Zane Dawson change outside in his car. Roll in reverse here, shoulders are down. Only 2. We make Dawson change outside in his car. We can't have this guy in the locker room. Literally, we cannot produce an event with Zane Dawson in the locker room because he will antagonize everyone.
No, he cannot be around other humans. I mean, that's just how it is.
So the trade-off that was made, like I said, Aric Royal demanded another match with Zane Dawson. He challenged Andrew Everett, and Andrew Everett accepted the challenge. Shane Helms, after Dawson pie-faced him back at Absolute Justice off the apron, Shane Helms demanded a match with Dawson. When these situations occur, he's a hell of a competitor and a hell of a tough man.
Yes.
So we'll book him, we'll make sure he's here, but he's not, like you said, he can't be around other humans.
And I mean, we are in the business of making money here, and the guy, he elicits emotion.
He's a fighter that people will pay to see.
I think people pay to see him get beat up, and it hasn't happened yet.
Not in a long, long time.
And we talked about it being a fight, but Zane Dawson has started wrestling here. He's really targeted the ribs and the back of Adam Page in the last couple of minutes.
I think Page may have kind of surprised him a little bit, being as ferocious as he is, as tough as he is.
Well, wrestling is one of those things that never goes away. You know, the basics of wrestling will always get you out of a jam. We get a belly to back.
Too big, too strong.
And that work on the back from Zane Dawson came into play.
Page going up to the second rope. He really lives up in those ropes. Cross body. Good ring positioning. Only got 2.
Some great elevation on that cross body.
We talked earlier, the winner of this match will face Shane Helms for the PWI Championship at a date down the road at Battlecade in December.
And you know Zane Dawson would love nothing more than to get another crack at Shane Helms.
That's what I was about to say. At Battlecade in December, Dawson faced Helms for the belt, and with an assist from one of the original Omega superstars, one of the most famous wrestlers on the planet, was here to help Shane Helms retain that championship. Uh-oh!
Shooting star!
He got him with it! 2!
Oh!
2. One of the most famous wrestlers on the planet that was here and helped Shane Helms retain the title. Battlecade 14, available now at ondemand.cwf247.com. And after that, Dawson has pretty much demanded another matchup, saying that Shane Helms had to have help to keep his title. And to be honest, that brutal smash mouth style of Dawson's could win him the match right here. No, that brutal smash mouth style of Dawson has endeared himself to some people. And Cecil Scott, there's quite a few people that agree with Dawson and feel like if Shane Helms had not had an ace in the hole, so to speak, that Dawson would have in fact won the championship.
I kind of tend to agree with that. Shane Helms was on the ropes for much of that match. Jawbreaker. He was on the defensive for most of that match. But let's not act like Dawson did everything clean.
They got nothing. Whoa, pulled the ref in.
Lariat!
Oh, God! Took Page's head off with the lariat.
And the rookie referee did not have the position. Count.
He said to count it. And he got it. Wesley Crusher, the rookie referee, did not want to do it, but Dawson has won it. That ref needs to get out of there in a hurry.
Get out, kid.
6 seconds, your winner by pinfall, Zane Dawson.
Can't hit my referees, Zane. You cannot be hitting my referees.
Oh, yeah. I know. Come here, man.
By virtue of that win, at a date down the road, Zane Dawson will have a return match against Shane Helms for the PWI Heavyweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, next bout. It's the All-Stars versus the Dynasty. This is no disqualification action. Scheduled for one class 15-minute time limit. Please welcome one half of the All-Stars Goon Squad, Walter Eaton.
Tell you what, I am sick and tired of hearing about the dynasty, Ric Converse. A dynasty is the Red Sox. That's the dynasty. A dynasty is the Yankees. That's a dynasty. The only dynasty that Ric Converse and Brad Attitude got is a dynasty of going to old jazz clubs to pick up 55-year-old women that are spending their divorce settlement trying to pick up good-looking guys. That's your dynasty. And tonight that dynasty's coming to an end. Won't be no 55-year-old women smoking them 120s and sipping on vodka. It's gonna be a night that Ric Converse is the only thing he's ever gonna get again is a big fat lip from the coach.
And ladies and gentlemen, this opponent tonight, representing Dynasty, defending first, Ric Converse.
Bell sounds. Oh boy! Here we go. Converse and Eaton. The final battle between Dynasty and the All-Stars. This issue that has been brewing for months and months. And they are slugging it out right away, Cecil Scott.
And that's kind of a bit of a theme tonight, guys. Just as soon as the bell rings, going tooth and nail.
Well, have we ever had an event that was more aptly named than the Night of Grudge matches? Because like you said, everyone on this card is just dying to tear into one another.
Yeah, the hate is thick tonight.
Of course, our longtime fans will know that the All-Stars returned from a sabbatical back in September and immediately targeted the Dynasty. They faced off in 8-man tags, 3-way tags, Tornado Cyberneticos, and pretty much everything in between. It all comes down tonight between these two men. And, you know, we talked about Ultimate Survivor earlier tonight. At Ultimate Survivor, we saw in that 8-on-8 Tornado Cybernetico, it was these two men. Walter Eaton broke free from the pack and dove on Converse before the bell even rang. Back at Ultimate Survivor, that match available on Ultimate Survivor and available on the 2013 year in review. The bad blood between these two, Cecil, has been strong for a long, long time.
It has. And we should remind everybody real quick, this is a no disqualification match, as we saw earlier in the interview. And you're right, this is not a recent development. This goes all the way back to 2007. This was the main event of Battlecade that year. Walter Eaton won his first and only heavyweight title that night.
Carried it for a year up until the following Battlecade. He won it from Converse, lost it in a 3-way dance with Converse and the Kamikaze Kid. So yeah, these two men have never really been on the same team, have perpetually been at odds with one another. And it's kind of fitting, it's kind of appropriate that it comes down to these two men, two former Mid-Atlantic champions here in this final battle between the Dynasty and the All-Stars.
The two of the pillars of this promotion for years and years. Like Walter Eaton or not, he's one of the backbones that this company's built on in the double stomp.
Ooh, that crushes. That absolutely crushes your opponent.
And if you've never had the wind knocked out of you, that's exactly what that does. It just leaves you kind of immobile for a good 25, 30 seconds.
Converse is down. Eaton with that big double stomp is pretty much silenced. Great shot of the coach watching intently here as Eaton is in control of Converse. Converse, 6-time former Mid-Atlantic champion, more than anyone in history.
Back to the arm.
Oh, chicken wing slam.
You never see that anymore. I love that move.
Cover 2, only 2. Says referee Joey Hogan.
A very Tully Anderson-like move. Tully Blanchard-like move.
Tully Anderson was a heck of a hand too, brother.
There was a Tully Anderson?
No.
I was thinking we cloned them together.
Eaton trash-talking Converse. You know, we talked about the history between these two men. Very interesting what we're seeing here, Cecil.
What's Attitude doing?
Well, he's trying to get the coach out of the ring. Very interesting what we're seeing here. Eaton, not unlike what we saw a few moments ago with Zane Dawson. Eaton was ready to fight when the situation called for it, but he would rather slow this thing down. There might be no one in CWF Mid-Atlantic that grinds a match down and grinds an opponent down like the All-Stars, but they only got 2, did Converse.
And Walter Eaton, a lot of people don't realize it might be the most well-rounded wrestler we have. He'll fight you, he'll punch you in the mouth, but he can get down there and wrestle with the best of them.
Yeah, I think that's a very appropriate title.
Whoa.
He's getting ready. In the Grant Sawyer record book, Walter Eaton has had as many or more matches than anyone else in CWF history. That speaks, I think, to his durability and his versatility. Eaton is poised, waiting on Converse. He is measuring his man on the top rope here. Converse is dazed and confused. No, he's not. Goes up to meet him and slams him down hard.
Took way too long, and I think Ric Converse baited him in with that. 2 old veterans. Well, not old, but you know what I mean. And now we're back at square one.
Converse might be calling for the Richter scale. No, goes for the line. Converse is in control here. Polish hammer?
Oh, yeah, right to the head.
Gibsonville, North Carolina is calling for the Richter scale. They have seen it hundreds of times in CWF's Mid-Atlantic's 372 live events. Converse is firmly in the driver's seat here.
And he's stringing together a lot of good offense here.
Only got 2, says Joey Hogan.
Rick, he likes to build the momentum before he goes for that Richter scale.
Let's give it up for Joey Hogan. More or less has got his shirt tucked in tonight.
This is the least disheveled I've ever seen him. He was at Troxler levels earlier.
Sky high, no. Oh, Eaton goes right to the eyes.
Is he going for a Richter scale?
Come on now. No, Converse. If there's one move Converse knows how to counter, it's the Richter scale.
Went for that lariat.
Sky high, drilled him with it. Converse trying to get his bearings now. You can tell that the beating that Eaton has given him is,
Roy Wilkins.
Wilkins with the punch.
And remember, it's no DQ.
It is no DQ, and you can tell that the coach had people at the ready. I didn't even know Roy Wilkins was here tonight.
And neither did Brad Attitude. Otherwise, I feel like he would have cut him off.
Attitude is outnumbered 2-1 out there.
And we might get a double count out.
Oh no, we got to see a winner in this one. I dare say that if that were to happen, we might have to call an audible and call for a restart, because this war that has gone on for months and months has got to end. We have got to see a winner and a loser. Oh, he's got the brass knucks. Eaton's, the coach, we just got a great shot of it. The coach just handed Eaton the brass knucks, the calling card of the All-Stars. Attitude has got Eaton in center ring. Coach is going crazy. Coach is calling for reinforcements.
Kandrack.
Oh man, the assassin is in. They've got Brad Attitude down. The coach is on top. The coach is on top of Converse. They've outnumbered Attitude. They're intimidating the official.
And we got a damn melee in the ring right now. And
there's nothing Joey can do. It's no disqualification.
Brad, look in the ring.
Wait, hold on.
I don't know if we got it on camera, but Chase Dakota's in the ring.
Oh, God!
The flying knee on Walter Eaton.
Dakota just drills Eaton with the knee. Rolls out to Attitude. No, he did not go to Attitude. Chase walked away.
And he struggled, but he got the Richter scale.
Converse drops him down. The goons don't know what's happening, and he beat him. The Dynasty has won the war.
With an assist from Chase Dakota?
With an assist from Chase Dakota, the Dynasty wins the war here at Night of the Grudge Matches.
Come on, hey Bob. That's how y'all shoot. I'll fight you right now.
Finished. No more awesome.
No.
Now, Gibsonville, if you will please welcome the man who's going to join me in the booth for this next match. Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium, welcome your Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, Aric Royal!
Make some noise, Gibsonville! I can't hear you! I can't hear you!
The whole deal, baby, the whole deal.
welcome back, Manny Garcia!
It's time for Manny! Shut up! Shut up, you piece of crap! It's Manny time! That's exactly what I'm talking about! Rookie! Okay, good! That's what the home man! Who's going to retire today? Because you're nothing. You are nothing. Ring the bell.
Bell sounds and we are underway at Night of the Grudge matches. Brad Stutz and the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion Aric Royal are in the booth for this very unique matchup. The 2013 PWI Rookie of the Year, Manny Garcia, in the white, going against Dangerous E. Corey Edsel, the battle-tested veteran, in the black and gold. For anyone that does not know the history, Dangerous E. Corey Edsel, the longest reigning Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion of the modern era, 13 months and 25 days. If the man seated to my right now, Aric Royal, holds on to the championship through the month of February, he will snap the record that Corey Edsel has had ever since December 2003. 2 weeks ago, Dangerous E. Corey Edsel asked Aric Royal for a shot at the championship. He wants the chance to get that title back and secure his place in history. He was interrupted by Manny Garcia, and the challenge for this matchup was made. Two heavyweight contenders in this bout, and we've got the champ right here with us. I'm going to put you on the spot here. Is there one or the other that you would rather defend the championship against in the month of February?
Brad, you know me, and honestly, it really doesn't matter. I'll fight anybody, anywhere, any time of the day, any day of the week. I don't care if it's 2 o'clock on a Sunday morning, you got to get ready to go to work because you're working graveyard shift. If you want to face me for the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship, you know where to find me. I'm not a hard man to find.
That has been your policy ever since you won that championship about 13 months ago. In the first 30 days as champion, you defended the belt 3 times, a record that no Mid-Atlantic champion has ever done. Defended it constantly against the likes of Trevor Lee, the television champion Matthew De Niro, and many, many others. And it was the Rookie of the Year, Manny Garcia, that got the last shot at the championship 2 weeks ago at New Year's Knockout, prior to Corey Edsel kind of saying his piece and requesting a title shot. Aric, I know you're very involved in the training program here at CWF Mid-Atlantic. The CWF Mid-Atlantic Dojo, the wrestling school that we operate here at the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium. You have got to be impressed with the poise and the presence and the way that this young rookie Manny Garcia carries himself. He does not come off as timid like you see a lot of rookies. He does not come off as hesitant like you see a lot of rookies. He is very much in the game and in the zone despite only being a professional for about 9 months now.
Yeah, Manny Garcia is a very, very, very talented individual. We took the limit last time. If you didn't catch New Year's Knockout, you need to go check that out. He does get a little hot-headed though, so as a rookie, you know, that can get to him a little bit at times, but I mean, he's got all the tools there. He just has to put them together, and I mean, he's in there with a man right now who's had the tools together there for a long time, and that's why he was the longest reigning Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion in this company's history.
We touched on this earlier with Brad Attitude. Dangerous C. Corey Edsel is another man who has been off the active CWF roster for a long time. He was in WWE developmental system for a number of months, was badly injured there, and forced to come back home. When he came back to become CWF Mid-Atlantic's commissioner, he essentially pulled himself off the active roster after that injury that he suffered in the WWE's developmental system. Resigned as commissioner last year when he finally, after putting it off for months and months, spine buster plants him in the center of the ring. He resigned as commissioner when he finally had to undergo major surgery, and ever since he underwent that surgery last summer, he has gotten himself in great fighting shape. Our longtime fans will know that when Edsel was the Mid-Atlantic champion, he weighed upwards of 400 pounds. At different points in his career, he weighed upwards of 500 pounds. Edsel has trimmed down. He says he is in the best shape of his life, and frankly, he's not an old guy. 29 years old, a lot like the man you faced at Battlecade this past year, Trevor Lee. Corey Edsel was in the main events when he was 18, 19, and 20 years old. So despite the fact that he is a battle-tested veteran, this is not an old-timer that you're in the ring with. Even though he's got years and years of ring wars on his body, he's only a handful of years older than you.
That's right. I mean, he's actually only a year older than me. But yeah, that's one thing Manny Garcia has to realize. I saw him talking a lot of trash to Corey, and you can see right now he's kind of taking liberties with Corey. And he calls him an old veteran and, you know, the old guy, he needs to get out of here. But he doesn't realize that, you know, Corey started off young. So, I mean, just because he seems like he's been around for a while, he's still got some years left in him. And I see that, you know, he has gotten in great shape. And if he wants to face me, if he can win this match, you know, if he wants to face me, he better be in the best shape of his life.
Could be the salsa dip here. Got him with it. Center of the ring. Great positioning. Cover. Garcia does not take the victory.
Big mistake. Big mistake. He had to win there. And that's one of the things I was talking about Manny right there. He's a showboat. He had the chance to win the match. He possibly could have had another title shot, but this may cost him here in the end.
Edsel, like I said, has been off the active roster for a long time. Pile driver is illegal. Is it going to be a big power bomb? Is it going to be the Razor's Edge?
Yeah, I think he's going for that.
Oh, did not get it. Edsel is on his feet, looking harsh, looking rough. Look at the stoop bones that are flying in the face of Garcia.
George Foreman-esque of Corey Edsel. He's been, oh, there's that big drop kick.
Drop kicked him right in the face.
I mean, for his size, I mean, Corey's always been one of those guys that can move and move around the ring, and he's very agile for his size. So, you know, that's one thing. I don't think Manny Garcia has watched a lot of Corey Edsel.
That's the main reason why Corey Edsel has hit the ropes now. Boot got nothing. Garcia, belly to belly. Boom, got him with it. it sent Robbie Walsh up in the air.
He's got to make a cover.
He does make the cover now. Will his arrogance get the better of him? No, only 2. That's one of the main reasons why Corey Edsel turned pro at the age of 15. Cover again from Garcia. Only 2. Like I said, he turned pro at 15. Every promoter in the area got to look at this big kid who could move like he could move. He went through the training process, but promoters could not wait to put this guy on the card. This big kid that could move like Corey could move. And I mean, at 29 years old, he's got 14 years as a pro under his belt. In the modern era of wrestling, that's practically unheard of.
When I was 15, I was still playing high school football and chasing girls out there in Moreno Valley.
I used to try to get Edsel to chase girls. You know, everybody knows we go way back. No, he was at the gym. He was watching tape. He was in the ring. He was wrestling in truck stop parking lots and Aaron's furniture stores, defending his title or honing his craft. He, as a young man, took it so seriously that dancing elbow drop from Garcia got nothing. Oh! And Edsel,
I think he's had enough.
Edsel has been disrespected by the rookie, perhaps for the last time.
Disrespect, Corey!
Uh-oh. Looks like that. Oh, it looks like he was going for that backdrop driver.
Heads up.
Yes!
Oh, God! Haymaker punch from Edsel, and he just knocked Garcia flat on his back. The veteran pulls out the win with that haymaker punch. My Lord. Now the question goes to you, champ.
7 minutes, 57 seconds to winner by pinfall. Victory, Corey Edsel.
Well, the champ is leaving the booth. The champ is leaving the booth. Remember, if Aric Royal survives the month of February as Mid-Atlantic champ, if he holds on to the belt through the end of February, he will pass Dangerous E Corey Edsel's record and become the longest reigning champion in CWF history.
No, keep cheering for him. He still does have it. Over here, Corey Edsel, the longest reigning Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion in history. 13 months, 25 days. For that long, nobody can stop you. Not Ric Converse, not Rob McBride, not Eddie Brown, not Brad Attitude. Nobody. And Corey, at Battlecade, I heard what you said to me. You said you were next. You said you were next. And I got your message. And I knew from that day on that you were going to ask that question at New Year's Knockout. You want one more shot. You want one more shot to save your streak. And you want one more shot
Aric's going to beat your streak.
to be the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion.
Aric's going to beat your streak.
February 15th. End of an era. It's going to be end of an era one way or another. Either your streak is over or you become the new Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion. So Corey, if that didn't answer your question, the answer is yes. I will gladly accept your challenge at end of an era.
Aric's going to beat your streak.
I want to make sure one thing. I don't want you to walk in February 15th and take me lightly. Because if you do, you'll wake up February 16th without that title. And then you meet face to face on the 15th. I don't want you to look at me as a mentor, as a guy that paved the way for you. I want you to look at me as a #1 contender. And if you just back off 1 second, I'm going to beat you. But just to make sure you get my point, February 15th, I want beast mode.
I don't know. I really don't think you know who you're talking to, Corey. I really don't think you know who you're talking to.
Get him, Rick. Rick. Get him, Rick.
Shut up. You want it, right?
One way or another, it's over tonight.
Tag me like an animal man.
Ladies and gentlemen, all right, the ring lost calls. Please welcome his opponent tonight, Donnie Dollar! Once again, this is Guerrero at 5-3. You want to stay out of the way of this one out of the way, please. And ladies and gentlemen, this collar match, there must be a winner. Winner of the tournament by default or submission.
What are you waiting on? Huh?
Since tonight, and I'm walking out of here! Not him!
Richards swings and gets nothing, and Richards is gone. Richards went for one big shot with that chain, and Richards is gone.
And he wanted no part of hooking that collar around his neck either.
Bell has sounded. We are off and running. Robbie Walsh has got to latch these two men up with that chain, with that dog collar. Richards.
Robbie's going to have, I don't know, Robbie's going to have to make him put it on or put it on him for him.
Yeah, the official needs to be more proactive in attaching that collar to Richards.
Yeah, he kind of went on an honor system and expected both guys to latch it on themselves. He should have known better with Nick Richards.
Donnie Dollars not rushing to judgment, waiting on Nick Richards.
If he's waiting, he's going to be here all night. Nick's not going to get in the ring.
Robbie Walsh needs to be proactive in attaching the dog collar.
Yeah, Robbie needs to take that collar and put it on him. Somebody needs to. Wait, Jason Miller's out here. Jason Miller. That's why Nick Richards was wasting time.
Oh my God, Donnie just kicked Miller right in the face. Richards, well, plan A with that chain did not work. I dare say that plan B with Jason Miller did not work.
I don't know if there is a plan C.
Donnie Dollars said he had all.
Where are you going?
Oh God.
You don't. None of you deserve this.
Oh my God. Richards is leaving? Are you freaking kidding me?
Wow.
Richards is leaving? Robbie, do something.
What is this?
Aaron Biggs.
Oh God.
No, wait. Whoa. Hey, that wasn't me.
Aaron Biggs. Aaron Biggs and Chris Lee. Aaron Biggs and Chris Lee were robbed of the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team titles tonight by Richards and Miller, and they are holding on to Richards. Richards is trapped, and he's about to be trapped for the rest of the night. Dollars is locking Nick Richards in that dog collar. Richards cannot get away. This is it. The final battle is going to be on.
And he will be no more than 8 feet away from Donnie Dollars at any given time. Oh God. And the reality just set in for Nick Richards.
And Dollars is slugging away at Richards. The bell has sounded. Oh, Chris Lee and Aaron Biggs have gone to Jason Miller. Chris Lee and Aaron Biggs have got Miller.
And is this?
Aaron Biggs has got handcuffs. What in the world?
And they're making sure Jason Miller is not going to be a factor in this match.
They are latching Miller to the turnbuckle. The sins of Nick Richards and Jason Miller are finally coming back to haunt them tonight. Jason Miller is latched to that turnbuckle.
And you know what they say, you reap what you sow.
Well, will that be the theme of the night? Will they, in fact, reap what they sow? Chris Lee and Aaron Biggs, dare I say that Donnie Dollars had a plan B.
He definitely had a backup plan, if nothing else, and he's finally got exactly what he wanted all this time. Richards all to himself.
Well, these two men are latched at this dog collar chain.
And Brad, I had an opportunity to speak with both guys while I took a break from that last match, and their responses were very short and concise. Richards said directly, F Donnie, I hope he dies.
Jeez almighty.
And Donnie told me very simply, I'm ready for blood, I am dressed for blood. I looked at his pants, he's got on old raggedy pants.
Uh-oh. Woo, with that chain.
Neither guy was in the talking mood, to say the least.
A chain across the back of Nick Richards. All the history between these two men on March the 30th at Madness in Any Direction. Richards turned his back on Donnie, destroyed the team. They had been together for years and years. And ever since then, these two have been at war, but to your point, they have never been one-on-one before.
No, he's gonna hang him up.
He's always had Jason Miller. In Steel Cage Warfare, it was 4-on-4 at Ultimate Survivor.
And he was kind of denied that satisfaction. Manny De Niro kind of stole the pin from him in that match.
At Battlecade, it was a three-way dance between the three of them, and Manny De Niro left CWF Mid-Atlantic a winner. So now, for the first time in a long, long time, these two are in a situation where Richards has literally nowhere to run and no way to hide.
And right now you're seeing kind of the uniqueness of a dog collar chain match.
He's got the chain. Oh, good Lord. When was the last time we saw Donnie Dollars take a risk like that? Coming off the second rope.
Man, Donnie never flies. But you saw he threw Richards over the top initially. He had to go back over the top himself. You know, a lot of physics in play with a dog collar chain match.
I believe it's about 12 or 15 feet of chain between the two of them.
And I got a good feel for it back there. That is a good 10 to 15 pound chain as well. Oh! That is meant to hold back a large dog like a Rottweiler.
Richards said, if you treat me like an animal, I will behave like an animal. Both of these two have pretty much guaranteed violent acts will be committed by violent people here tonight.
And there's the smoking gun right there, that steel chair.
In the gut.
The weapon that caused all this mess.
Oh, Miller able to do something, still handcuffed, and Donnie goes over the top rope.
And you gotta be careful, if you get dumped like that, you can get choked out in a hurry. Just like this, oh God.
Oh, good Lord. Donnie Dollars will get, and right there, Jason Miller is assisting. Richards may have just beat the system here. If he stays on that side of the ring, he can still use Jason Miller as an asset.
And one thing we should point out, a dog collar chain match, you still fight to a pinfall or submission. It is not like a strap match where you have to hit the corners or anything like that, or a Russian chain match.
Correct.
It is pin or submission only.
It is one fall to a finish, or dare I say, perhaps, until one man can no longer get up. Richards instinctively took off for the ropes, but he's tethered by that chain.
Yeah, he was thinking about a dive there.
Once again, like you said, the dangers of the dog collar, the uniqueness of the dog collar. First time ever in CWF Mid-Atlantic history, and you saw Richards was thinking about going to the outside, but he can't. He's only got 15 or so feet that he can move. Richards climbs over.
They're right, he thought he was going to dive, but like I said, that was just the physics of the chain match. You had to go back over the top.
Oh! Right with the chain, right to the head of Donnie Dollars. Look at the sadistic look on the face of Nick Richards, and he is peppering him with that chain.
Just measured him.
Look at the cold stare of Richards, matched by Jason Miller. Miller is stuck to that bottom turnbuckle, but both of them are staring at Donnie Dollars, who is down on the floor. Jason Miller trying to do anything to get free. I got to give props to Chris Lee and Aaron Biggs.
That was a smart move.
Forward thinking in that one. Miller's got virtually. Oh Jesus.
It did not take long.
A couple of mighty blows from that chain have busted Donnie Dollars wide open.
And we've seen some famous dog collar matches over the years, and this always happens. You remember Piper and Valentine back in '83. Valentine lost an ear in that match.
These two so violent. They have been through so many street fights, anything goes matches. You know, when they were a team, it was practically the calling card of the team that we had all these crazy violent matches. You could always count on us to do something crazy. We beat people with car hoods and kitchen sinks. But this one could very easily be the most brutal match that either one of these guys have ever been involved in, because in all the years that I managed Nick Richards and Donnie Dollars as a tag team, I never felt the hatred in the hearts of either one of these guys like I have felt in the last 10 months. Truly, neither one of these guys is the same person that they were a year ago.
And the word that keeps popping in my head whenever I think of this situation is unfortunate. It is just really unfortunate that two guys that were like brothers are now at a base, subhuman-like level, like animals tearing each other apart.
Animalistic is a good word. Oh, the chain!
Oh, God.
The chain is being grated right over that gash on Donnie Dollars' head. Oh!
And it's something we haven't touched on a lot, but if you recall, it was Donnie Dollars. He was the vote that got Nick Richards in Fatback in the first place. And it seems fitting that these two are the last men standing of Fatback.
Good Lord, that feels like a lifetime ago. I've been up and down the road with these guys so many miles, so many nights.
Do you think Donnie ever regrets that decision?
You were never what I was.
Oh, God.
Kicked him right in the sternum. Richards, I believe, implying that Donnie is not a fighter. Donnie's not a survivor. Ah, he's biting the gash on his face.
Oh, God.
That's a little gruesome.
What a disgusting guy.
We did carry a parental advisory on this match. All signs pointed to it being the most brutal match in CWF history.
I mean, we even took the precaution of changing out the mat because we knew we would have to throw this canvas away after this match with all the blood.
Yeah, this is one of the training canvases that we have here for our wrestling school, the Mid-Atlantic Dojo. It is not a live event canvas that we typically use, but to your point, as you were making, the staff here at CWF Mid-Atlantic felt very strongly that there was a good chance that this canvas could get destroyed or look like a deer had been gutted on it by the time this match was over.
It's going to be contaminated beyond belief.
Well, Richard's blood is pretty contaminated.
I wasn't going to go there trying to keep this pretty serious, but
VD is very serious, Scott.
It definitely is. And fans scattering again. We're back outside the ring. Now, this is not Falls Count Anywhere.
There's an eerie feeling. What is Richards doing?
He's got a chair.
Oh, right on that, right pretty much in that exact same spot. On March the 30th was where Richards drilled Donnie Dollars with chair after chair after chair.
Definitely the scene of the crime.
We got some staff, some of the officials in that corner trying to keep people safe.
They stopped. I'm trying to get a look. What is Nick doing?
Oh, it's the extra chairs here at the building.
He's making a pile of chairs.
I think Richards, out of the corner of his eye, caught the extra chairs here at the building.
They're honest. What is Brad Studs is, and Richards is piling up chairs. What the hell is he doing?
Richards
making a pile on top of Donnie Dollars. There's no going back for Nick Richards now. This kid has lost absolutely every bit of sanity he had.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, maybe, gosh, something like 14 chairs that he is burying under Donnie Dollars, or burying Donnie Dollars underneath.
Like you said, we always have extra chairs. This is the case we have larger capacity than expected, but oh no.
It's going to be the cactus elbow.
Don't shoot chairs, you change in the CWF after this. This is all for me.
Oh, God! Flying elbow off the apron onto 14 or 16 steel chairs with Donnie Dollars buried underneath the rubble.
And you know what? I overheard Nick earlier today. He said, if I'm going down, I'm taking Donnie with me. It looks like Nick is very prepared to take himself out to take out Donnie Dollars.
Richards, the lost cause. He's pretty much got nothing to live for. Wait.
Oh, man. And Donnie, just a surge of adrenaline there.
Hold on. Super shredder-like from Donnie Dollars, picking himself up off the floor.
But he has not been able to mount any kind of offense for a good 10 minutes, it seems.
Kicked him right in the guts.
But sometimes defense is a good offense, as we saw right there. Oh, right in the post.
This thing is as ugly as we knew it would be.
That pole don't sell a thing, man. And now Donnie. Will he draw blood from Nick Richards? I get the feeling that's all he wants.
With the chain right in the face.
And I heard Jason Miller begging Nick Richards, block the punch, block it, look out.
Well, Miller can do nothing but watch.
Oh, and I was watching Grant Sawyer, our cameraman, it got blood all over him too.
Ugh. Oh, God.
He's a family man. Oh!
Miller is still screaming for a key to the cuffs.
I can't tell. I mean, is Nick getting cash too?
Dollars is pounding away at the face of Nick Richards. Richards down. Yes. Yeah. Oh, Richards is gashed.
I thought he was. That's the way he was staggering around.
Looks like right above his left eye.
And this is not the first time we've seen Nick Richards get busted wide up. Holy crap!
Holy! Oh man,
God.
this thing is getting a little too ugly.
Oh, God.
Heads up.
He's just got him up against the post. Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus.
Nick just saved his own life.
Richards. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, God. Richards can only get 15 feet away from him at any time. We knew it would be gruesome. We knew that it would be graphic.
And we got terrified fans. They're trying to get behind me over here. I'm not saving you.
Photographer Nikki, I'll protect you if I need to. Richards fired. Oh, this has got to be it. Fired into the ring. Two.
And Nick Richards bleeding like a stuck pig. No pun intended.
You know, I keep trying to do anything to distract myself from the fact that these are two guys that I've been up and down the road with for years. Donnie is saying that this is going to be all.
Well, damn it, Brad. I mean, you're a person. You know these guys. These are your best friends. If you want to get emotional about it. These are two humans in here tearing each other apart like they're damn animals. Cutter! Richards hit the cutter on the chain, no less.
Holy God, cover! Oh my God! Richards, no! I thought Richards was gonna survive again. Good Lord.
And Richards, did he play his last card? But he's pinned so many guys with that out of nowhere. And Nick, he's going back outside the ring. What is he looking for?
We got some of the staff trying to pull weapons away from ringside here.
Yeah,
get that thing away from them, for the love of God.
Yeah, our tech guy, J-Mac, trying to get that damn bat out of here.
Richards trying to get away.
I'm sorry I'm swearing so much. No, I don't think he's trying to get away. He's got a bag. Oh, God. Nick, the bag is open, brother.
Oh, my God. Tacks are all over everywhere. Oh, my God. This thing is getting dangerous. This thing is getting real dangerous. Richards does not care about anything or anyone.
We need to train him with a broom or something. We got tacks all over the floor. They're everywhere.
This thing is getting real dangerous.
Oh, God, thousands.
Good God almighty.
Hundreds and thousands of thumbtacks.
Good God almighty. I apologize. This thing is going way too far here. This final battle on the night of grudge matches. But good grief.
The entire ring, ringside, covered in thumbtacks.
Richards wrapping up that chain. Drills him with the elbow.
Oh, God, was a chain not enough?
Well, we're gonna need everyone to stay back on that side of the ring.
Oh, man.
This place is in a stunned silence.
I have never seen, well, I won't say never, but it's been a long time since I've seen thumbtacks in a CWF ring.
Richards looks like he may be calling his shot.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Cutter, no! Into the buckle. Tacks went flying in the air.
Oh, God. He snapped the chain.
Good Lord. Richards is a bloody mess. Dollars is gashed open.
And we have these ominous thumbtacks all over the ring.
Dollars, I think, tried to throw Richards into the tacks. Richards avoided it.
With a pretty smart move. I'll give him credit, snapping that chain.
Oh, God.
Choking him down.
He's choking away. Now, Donnie will get choked out here. I got to think that would be the end of the matchup.
Does Robbie Walsh have discretion to stop this?
I mean, if the man can no longer defend himself, I got to think that's the match.
And Robbie Walsh, let's be honest about it, is a friend of both of these guys, you know, at one point or another. Will he let this keep going?
Oh, for the hand. Robbie's going by the hand. If the hand drops 3 times, it's over.
That's 2.
Good move on the part of Robbie Walsh, our official.
No, Donnie's alive.
No, he says no. He says no. Donnie Dollars is still in the fight.
With his last gasp of breath.
Richards is wrapped up in the chain.
He's got to fight out or he's going to get choked down.
Good thing these boots have got inch or 2 soles on them. Oh, clothesline. You really, anywhere you fall in the ring, you're going to crash into those tacks. They're everywhere.
And you just saw it. Nick just caught a couple of them on that last clothesline. Oh, and there's a choke by Donnie. Oh. God, Nick looks like the prom scene in Carrie right now.
Richards, the chain wrapped around his throat. The brutality that is being shown by both these men in this final battle. Donnie Dollars swore that he would take 10 months of aggression out on Nick Richards. We are seeing a violent spectacle here at Night of Grudge Matches 2014. Perhaps the most hateful grudge we've ever seen in CWF Mid-Atlantic is unfolding right now.
I've never seen anything like this in my life, and he's dragging him in the tax.
Oh my God!
This is sick.
Oh my God!
Oh God!
Donnie.
Oh no.
Looking for the pump handle here.
I know what he's thinking here.
He's got the chain wrapped around him also. Oh, drops him hard.
And the only saving grace is that he did not plant him in those tacks.
Fans are calling for one more time. They want to see the brutality that this thing has brought come to an end. They want to see the fatality of Richards here. Donnie has got him up.
It's like the Roman Coliseum. The fans gave Nick Richards a thumbs down.
Oh, God. Oh, God! Into the tax. Richards goes. And that is all. Donnie Dollars wins perhaps the most brutal match we have ever seen in CWF Mid-Atlantic history.
I have no words.
26 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, Donnie Dollars!
I really have no idea what to say.
For a while. Just sit low. Hang low. Hang. Go back.
It ended just as I don't even have the words, Brad Stutz.
It has been a long 10 months for that man, Donnie Dollars. But on January 25th, 2014, Donnie Dollars has had his vindication.
He ended this just as definitively as Nick Richards started it.
We thank you for joining us. We will see you on February the 8th at the Ultra J Showcase. Oh, God.
You the one that needs to be handcuffed.
Ladies and gentlemen, CWF Mid-Atlantic returns to action on February 8th. We would now like to ask you to please clear the building. We've got a lot to clean up here. Good night.
Nick.
All trainees and staff to the ring, please. Thanks everybody for coming out.
Can you get that old man over here with the key?
Nope, not happening. There's not many people on this planet that can look how I look and be proud of it. And every day that I lived before this one, I was. Because I know deep down in my heart that I will never be the best in the world. I can't do a moonsault, and I barely know how to get in a cravat. But one thing that I had was the claim to legitimacy that I am nothing but raw violence. And tonight, somebody took that from me.
I will be back in this building, and when I am, that will never happen again. I don't care who it is. I don't care who you think you are. But me, I'm the epitome of violence in this joint. And if I don't own any other name, if I'm not known for anything else in this company, it will be that.